It looks like we have a little bit of snow on the way, but a lot of wind on the way as we head through tonight, especially into tomorrow. So if we take a look at the snow, there will be a little bit of snow out west as this cold front moves west to east across the area. This might be a little low in Jackson. I can see an inch or two there, an inch or two around Afton. Maybe as much as 5 or 6 inches in the higher elevations of the Tetons. Now, it's not going to last very long, but it could come down pretty hard for a couple hours, especially around the morning commute. So if you live in this area going to work, you could run into some heavy snow showers there. But the big story is going to be the wind. We got some watches, warnings, and advisories in effect across the area. And excuse me. I'm sorry about that. My coworker is screwing around with my video there. I had to take care of him. He's fine though. Anyway, this is our watches, warnings, and advisories. You can see the lighter colors. We upgraded these to warnings. That includes Lander. I know it doesn't show up here, as well as Casper. And across the Cody foothills, including the Absarokas. Now the winds are going to start, the really strong winds there are going to start probably after midnight tonight. Now the areas in the darker colors still watches in effect. Strongest wind should hold off until during the day tomorrow. We'll have the timing in their next slide, which is coming up right now. There it is. Now, timing of the impacts, the only place that's really going to see impacts from snow, the western passes, as well as Jackson and Afton, from about 6 o'clock in the morning to about noon on Monday. So morning commute could be impacted there. Also, moving from west to east, areas that will be impacted from late tonight into the morning hours before the front passes through. Places like Cody could be some very strong winds there, especially out toward Clark and maybe out toward the mountains in that area. Also Casper as well. Strong winds picking up, especially along Wyoming Boulevard late tonight. They'll continue through most of the day on Monday until the front moves through there. And also, now for tomorrow, after the front goes through, first place is seeing the effects of that up north, Bighorn Basin, places like Rabel probably seeing some high winds starting about 7 or 8 o'clock. And moving toward Buffalo, they probably start about 9 or 10. Places like Riverton, probably about 9 or 10 o'clock as well, continuing into the afternoon. But just about everybody should see the winds die off as we head towards 6 o'clock or so. Now you're wondering how strong the wind's going to be? These are our rough guesstimates right now. You see the strongest winds over here across the mountains. The Absarokas, some very, very strong winds aloft here. Some of the higher elevations up here, maybe along Chief Joseph Highway. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw wind gusts there to 80, maybe 90 miles per hour. Also, the Wind River ranges will be late tonight. If you're going over US 28, could be some very strong winds there, especially if you're driving a high-profile vehicle. Hurricane force gusts, I think they're a very good bet. Maybe wind gusts 80, 90 miles per hour there around Red Canyon, for example. Now, lower elevations, Lander, this will be mainly a late night, early morning event for you. Also up around the Cody area, winds should start to decrease as we head toward the afternoon there. Now tomorrow, strongest winds, Du Bois down to Riverton. Also up in Buffalo, wind gusts to 62 there. Could be wind gusts maybe locally up to as strong as 70 miles per hour there. And across the I-80 corridor, also including Kemmerer. Strongest winds there during the daylight hours to about 3 o'clock. But just about everybody's seeing those winds die off as we get towards 6. There's our resources weather.gov/RAW. You want to go to Cheyenne, they should see high winds out of this as well. This changing RAW to CYS. Now for road conditions, this will be mainly for wind and closures, made especially the high profile vehicles. On the web, ylroad.info. You want to call them on the phone, 511 in-state, 188 Wild Road out-of-state. You want to check out the webcams, let's go to that address right there. Local programs and webcams by route. Be safe, everybody. Have a safe day.